Well, Delhi police has been placed on high alert ahead of the 20th of July, which is tomorrow, with elaborate security arrangements planned in the national capital. Top sources indicate that the police may take significant action on the morning of 20th July as part of a strategy being finalized in view of the ongoing Parliament session and the call for a Parliament March by the Cockroach Janata Party. A multi-layered security grid will be in place from Jantar Mantar to Parliament, with additional personnel deployed at key locations. Delhi Police Commissioner Anurag Kumar has directed the force to remain on alert to maintain law and order and ensure security in the high security zone. Atul, it's going to be an important day for the Delhi police as well. They have a tall task at hand, the first day of the Parliament, and the CJP has already said that they will be marching to the Parliament, and there could be thousands of people for the Delhi police to handle.
Well, yeah, certainly. Delhi police is anticipating a large crowd to march towards the Parliament as the session begins tomorrow. In fact, the CJP has publicly announced the timing of the protest march at of 9 a.m. in the morning. But Delhi police certainly has pulled up its socks, and it is already all set to stop the march from from very beginning. In fact, what we're learning is that the barricades that have been placed strategically around the Jantar Mantar would be further barricades would be put up there, as well as additional security forces would be put up to stop those protesters to leave from the protest site. In fact, a several layer of security grid is also being prepared. In fact, the statement from New Delhi DCP Sachin Sharma has also come out, and what it says is that there hasn't been any permission which has been sought for any such march. And given the fact that Parliament session begins tomorrow, given the fact that there will be a lot of VIP movements who would have different layers of security, as well as the security of different crucial infrastructures as well. All of that were taken into account. Any sort of march which hasn't been granted any permission, that sort of march would be a violation of BNS's section 163, which prohibits people to assemble, more than 5 people to assemble at one point. So that Delhi police has issued a warning to all protesters and people who are likely to join the protest tomorrow, that they would likely face action if they take part in any sort of marches.
Right. We have some more breaking news coming in. Well, Delhi police has clarified that no permission has been sought or granted for the proposed Parliament March called by the CJP on the 20th of July. In a statement, the police said prohibitory orders under Section 163 of the Bharatiya Nagrik Suraksha Sanhita are in force across the New Delhi district, prohibiting protest marches and processions, demonstrations and gatherings of 5 or more people except at the designated protest site at Jantar Mantar with prior permission. With the Parliament session commencing on the 20th of July, Delhi police said extensive security arrangements have been put in place to safeguard public safety and vital government installations. The force has warned that anyone violating the prohibitory orders will face legal action under law and other applicable laws, while urging citizens to refrain from participating in any unauthorized gathering. Atul, the law is very clear that there are places for protests, and if anybody goes outside of that designated spot and protests, the police will and definitely arrest them.
Well, definitely, and that has been reiterated by the Delhi police, which is obviously authorized for the entire security of the whole national capital. And given the fact that the Parliament session is beginning tomorrow, which is going to be quite crucial, Delhi police has its task cut out, and that is why Delhi police has to back-to-back statement this evening, asking protesters and any future participants in the protest to not sort of take part in such protest march, which is likely planned to the Parliament next morning. But what we are given to understand is that already since yesterday, in fact, we see that the security that was put up at Jantar Mantar and around the area has already been beefed up yesterday itself, and we expect that to sort of increase multiple times further, given the fact that Delhi Police Commissioner has already conducted a meeting with different district polices, and all the district police heads are supposed to be around the Parliament and the whole of the route that is supposed to take Jantar Mantar protesters to the Parliament. All that has been quite barricaded at different points. Heavy police deployment has already been done at those sites. So certainly it is going to be an uphill task for protesters to continue and execute their plan tomorrow morning, because Delhi police, as I said earlier, has issued a stern warning for protesters under Bharatiya Nyaya Suraksha Sanhita Section 163, which prohibits any sort of assembling of people, of more than 5 people at one place.
Atul, stay with us. More breaking news coming in.